Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to the Ohio Health Ice House for today's OHSAA Columbus District Final between the number 1 seed St. Charles Cardinals and number 2 Upper Arlington Golden Bears. I'm Seth Donahoe, and alongside me is Julian Jackson. And Julian, the fans are starting to slowly come in, but there's no players on the ice yet, and I have chills. It's just so exciting to be here right now.
It's extremely exciting, and these two teams, while being able to share this rink and very familiar with this arena over the course of the year and for all of the time that they have been rivals.
Yeah, so obviously both teams have been successful to get to this point right here in the district final. Let's take a look at how Upper Arlington got here.
Well, starting off with a bye, Upper Arlington started off with 2 shutouts, one against Columbus Academy, following that up with a win 2-0 over Olentangy Berlin in the quarterfinals. They followed that up with a win, but it wasn't easy against Olentangy Liberty as they went to overtime late 3-2 as they won that game and moved in to this one.
Yeah, whenever Liberty and Upper Arlington have played each other this year, it's always been exciting matchups. What about St. Charles? How did they get to this point right here today?
Well, and St. Charles' story isn't much different. They scored 10 goals in their first 3 games as they beat New Albany 5-1 in the second round. And they also beat Thomas Worthington 3-0, followed that up with a very exciting win over Oxford Talawanda 2-0, both of those goals being scored late in the third.
And as you can see, St. Charles having one of the best defenses in the league, only giving up 1 goal in the 3 games that they have played in this district tournament. We will go ahead and take a short break, but when we come back, we will preview today's game and what each team has to do in order to become successful to earn a spot in the Final Four. But first, here are some highlights to show you guys how each team was able to get to this point here today.
Sean Moore brings the puck up the ice.
And there's a
goal! Sean Moore knocks it in for St. Charles, and St. Charles takes the lead. But here comes St. Charles. Can they get the empty netter?
And it's McKinney. Who else?
And he scores! And one more. Final. St. Charles, you are headed to the district final with a score of 2-0 over the Talawanda Brave.
Able to move this puck cleanly, and it's Sam Burns with the puck once again, right off the pad, and it's a goal! The goal for Max Robbins on the rebound, and the shot came from none other than Sam Burns. Battling along the left wing, and a goal! It's Sam Burns! Finally finding the net for the Golden Bears. I can really get a good look at this. And Slaughterbeck and it's actually Jackson Bojan. It's easy to be able to confuse the two, but they are one of the same. That's one of our guys to watch is Jackson Bojan. Once again, is the Liberty Patriots. They're not finished yet. Another shot on net, and this time it's Slaughterbeck. And they tie this thing up. Never count them out. 1:47 seconds to go, and it's 2-2. And we've got a wide open. It's Sam Burns, one-on-one with Andy Keeler, and he scores! He scores, Sam Burns! And that's it, the kid who just came back from an injury in his second game. And it's the Upper Arlington Golden Bears going to the district finals against St. Charles on Saturday.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
Question: When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer: men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question: so where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer: high school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship. Teamwork.
Teamwork.
How to work hard.
How to work hard. Discipline.
Hustle.
Sacrifice.
How to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play.
And along the way, I'm learning
To put the team before myself.
to put the team before myself.
How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning
to set a good example.
How to work hard.
to accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community.
I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
And we are back here at the Ohio Health Ice House where, Julian, both of these teams claim home ice here, but only one of them can be victorious in securing a home ice win. And these teams are no strangers to each other as they've played each other multiple times this year.
Well, these two teams are rivals, and as they have played multiple times this year, this will be the fourth time they're seeing each other. And right here on the ice, the last time they saw each other, Golden Bears ended up winning 3-2 in the Columbus Blue Jackets Cup Finals. Now, there were several things that happened. St. Charles scored, Golden Bears scored. They went back and forth for a little bit, but it was the Max Robbins one-timer off of the face-off that sealed the victory for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, and that was a very exciting game as Upper Arlington was able to win back-to-back CBJ Cup finals, winning last year and then just this year, only just a month ago. So let's go ahead and talk about what each of these teams are going to have to do today. The past is out the window. Okay, what the teams need to do is focus on what they can do today to earn a spot in the Final Four and represent the Columbus District. First, let's talk about Upper Arlington.
Well, when you look at the Golden Bears, they just they remain steadfast in their game plan. You have to stay disciplined. Anything that they're doing, that's out of the window. Don't try anything new. Stick to the plan and get it done. And I sat down with Garrett Olderman and Max Robbins earlier on this week, and they were able to tell me if this game is going to be any different.
I know we've already seen him 3 times so far, and I've seen him X amount of times over my high school career. So I know, and then playing with guys in preseason and over the summer and stuff. You know what they're capable of, and you might know what's coming to you. So and getting to maybe watch a game back or two, kind of refresh your memory. So I mean I don't think there should be any surprises.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we know what kind of a game we're getting into. We just got to be ready.
We adopted this saying called "lose tomorrow," because if you lose tomorrow, you're never losing. Because you say lose tomorrow, and then this next day say lose tomorrow, you're never losing. So I think just right now, just the mentality we kind of adapted is just win.
Just win, the words there of goalie Garrett Alderman. And when your goalie is saying that, that just tells you how important it is for today's game.
Seth, of course. And another thing that he described to me not seeing in the clip from that interview was his explanation over the fact that this team is dialed in. They have a laser focus, and it is a wartime mentality.
Now let's talk about St. Charles, and what are some of their keys to be able to become successful in today's game?
Well, all the keys they've used all year long are what they're going to be using to be successful. They won the division, and it was a lot of goalie play from them. I sat down to speak with Grant Wolf earlier on this week, and he told me about the team's success and his contributions.
Through hard work, all the hours spent lifting, being with the team, putting all the extra work in. I have a goaltender coach who works out of Connecticut, who I visit him frequently. So he teaches me, and we do a lot of online video session and just putting the hard work and getting the results needed for the team. Would have slacked off, I wouldn't be where I was today. So even though you might think that you're the starting guy or the best guy, you have to prove that through your actions, and you can only get better in the off season's the time to get better. And that's where it shows. Diego Patones and Eric Schottmer, those two kids are in the lifting room all the time, always trying to find extra work, either whether that be going to a stick and puck with me or, staying a few minutes later to go over some film. They're always working hard and putting in the effort, and I believe that that's shown this year.
And with the senior leadership of guys like Diego Patones and along with Eric Schottmer, these guys do nothing but they play physical. They do everything they can to beat you up and be sure that they can get you frazzled early on in the game. Golden Bears have to be sure not to let that happen. Grant Wolf also let me know that the team has great camaraderie. Their mentality is going to carry them, and the effort that they put on to the ice will help them win this game.
And it sounds like the teamwork for today's game is going to be key as to whoever wins this game. Let's go ahead and send it over to Travis Napper, who is going to be on the call for today's game alongside Bob McElligott. Travis, you've seen both of these teams play multiple times this season, as we have stated. But what is each team going to have to do, in your eyes, in order to become successful and earn one of those Final Four spots?
Well, Seth, let's start off with St. Charles, the number one seed. The one thing they really have to do is play smart. They've played very physical in the last couple games that we've gotten to see, but they've got to make a little bit more smart decisions when it comes to their checking into the boards. They've made good hits, but they need to make smart hits. A couple of the hits they made against Talawanda were a little bit, they hurt them more than they helped them. So they're going to have to work on that a little bit. They want to beat Upper Arlington. And Upper Arlington, they just got to work on their shot selection. They had some great shots against Grant Wolf in the last matchup. They got to continue that if they want to have a chance to win this one. And then for both teams, it comes down to traffic in front of the goalie. If both these teams can get good traffic in front of Grant Wolf and Garrett Alderman, it's going to be a good day for whichever team does that the best. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Travis. We'll let you go ahead and get ready for today's big game here for the district final. And Julian, one of the key words that Travis had mentioned there was traffic. How important is that going to be in a game today?
Well, it's extremely important. Get guys in front of the goalie. That's the name of the game. Get guys in front of the goalie. Make sure that you're out in front of him so you're blocking his sight of vision. You don't want them to end up getting out in front of you and then all of a sudden you can't see the puck. Now that's going to be key for Grant Wolf and for Garrett Alderman. As we analyze some statistics from the shot chart from Athletic Performance Insight, it was easy to see that 2 goals were able to come. If you look on the left side of the screen, the 2 stars that are noted down on the left side of the screen are the goals that were made by UA against Grant Wolf. Those were guys, there were too many guys out in front of the net. He wasn't able to see around him. They caught him off guard. And if you look up into that top circle, that's where the shot, the one-timer was for Max Robbins, and then caught him off guard right away and over his right shoulder into the net. If you look down to the other side of the rink, Garrett Alderman, too, faced traffic. He wasn't able to see at times, and they were even able to execute a shot all the way out from near the blue line, one a little bit closer to the post. So if you look at that, guys being disruptive and getting in their way and their line of sight is going to be what these two teams will need to be successful today.
All right, Julian, we've talked about the teams and what each of them have to do as a collective unit to be successful, but let's talk about some individual players and the players to watch presented by the theater people. First, for Upper Arlington, who are some players that stick out for you?
Well, there's one player that sticks out to me, no-brainer, and that's Max Robbins. Max Robbins, 56 points on the year, over 30 goals, over 20 assists. The kid has been on fire all year long, and he's been consistent. And that's one of the most important things to be able to keep this game going. Another one of those guys is going to be Sam Burns. You're going to see him wearing number 42, formerly worn by Will Staley. But Sam Burns on fire after he's returned from an injury in the regular season, and he's going to be the one who's helping this whole Golden Bear team be successful today if they are going to win.
And both of those guys have been playing phenomenal here in the districts. What about for St. Charles?
St. Charles, there's two guys that stand out to me right now. The two guys that stand out, one of them is junior Miles McKinney. The other, Sean Moore. He has 4 goals in the past 3 games. I don't expect anything less from the freshman. He's been doing a phenomenal job, and that's what they're going to need, as well as the physical play and the speed from St. Charles to capture this victory.
And as I said, that physical play and one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best, is what's going to be a key factor into winning today's game. So we've talked about the teams, we've talked about the individuals, we know their history in this season alone as they've played 3 games against each other, but the only thing that we don't know is who's going to win this game today. Julian, what is your prediction for who will win this game today and why?
Well, Seth, I'm glad that you asked, and I need to let you know that my pick for today is none other than the Upper Arlington Golden Bears. The Golden Bears have had success in the past. They don't need to change up anything that they're doing to win this game today. They just need to remain consistent. And with the best goalie in the league and marked first-team All-State last year in Garrett Alderman, as long as they can keep the traffic out of his way, and with the contributions from guys like Sam Burns and Max Robbins, they will win.
And that's a very solid pick, but I'm going to disagree with you. I believe St. Charles is going to be able to pull this one out. They have a bad taste in their mouth from that CBJ Cup final loss. Like I said, they had one of the best defenses in the league. They are going to come out today, and they're going to get that victory and get a spot in the Final Four. We also ask everybody at home for our fan poll on Twitter who you guys predicted to win this game. And the fans have spoken right there. The St. Charles is the winner. Julian, we should be in here for an exciting one. We will go ahead, take a short break, but when we come back, Bob McElligott and Travis Napper will be on the call to help lead you through this game today here on the Score on Air Network.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but...
It doesn't happen here.
Not in denial.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but...
It doesn't happen here.
Not in denial.
No.
No.
Our kids are way too busy.
My son has good friends.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be up to 50% less likely to use them.
Can you see yourself working on TV, radio, or social media? As media professionals, we make our voice heard. Call the Ohio Media School and be a part of something bigger than you and me. You'll train and get the skills you need to work in TV, radio, social media, film, and much more.
I graduated and now am working as a director of marketing at a local radio station. My future is set.
Call the Ohio Media School now and be a part of something bigger. 614-723-9675. 614-723-9675.
Well, yeah, there's some old prescription pills, but my son's a good kid. He's not going to look for them.
2/3 of teens who abuse opioids get them from friends and family. Don't live in denial, Ohio. Dispose of your leftover pills.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but I mean, it's not like he's gonna know either. So.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be 50% less likely to use them.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Your actions in the stands impact participating students, including your child. Be respectful. Be supportive. Do your part in creating a positive and educational environment for everyone. To learn more, watch the Parent Seat video at the NFHS Learning Center.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Alongside of Travis Snapper for the OHSAA Hockey District Semifinal, and a rivalry matchup at that, as Upper Arlington is taking on St. Charles. Travis, when you talk about rivalry, you know, the saying is, take all the numbers, throw them out the window, and that's what I think this is going to be like today. These two teams have no like for one another. They share this rink. It's a home rink for both of these guys, and for both these teams, I should say, and they are going to do whatever they can to knock the other one out of the state playoffs today.
Absolutely. Not only that, they're coming off a recent matchup, so that blood is a little bit fresh there. The bad blood is a little bit fresh between these two teams. And again, like you said, they share this rink, so this is going to be fun. Both these teams look like they're itching to go. They've had a week to prepare for this game, and I'm really excited to see just how prepared both these two teams really are.
Preparation is going to be the key. I know that's a cliche, but it is going to be true here today. I talked to people from both teams. They both practiced very well this week. There was intense parts of practice. There were fun parts of practice. When you get to this time of the year, that's the way it's got to be. You can't just hammer and hammer and hammer. You've got to put a little bit of fun into these practices. It's been a long year for these guys. It's been a COVID year, so it's been even more difficult for them. Right. So they've had good instruction. They've had good practices. They've had fun. And now all they have to do is throw it all on the ice today.
You know, and it's interesting, too, the last time these two teams met up in the CBJ Cup, Upper Arlington was coming off a 3-overtime game the day before. Now you've had a full week. Upper Arlington still had the overtime game. They had to get over Liberty. But now you've had a full week to prepare. And they came out on top in that one. So now they've had a full week to prepare for this one. What's that going to do for their preparation and for the intensity that they bring in this game?
Yeah, we are going to find out. It's not going to take long to start to figure it out here today. Upper Arlington already lined up on their blue line. St. Charles, they're going to line up on their goal line. We will have the player introductions here in just a moment, followed by Star Spangled Banner, and then we'll get this game underway.
OHSAA also encourages an attitude of good sportsmanship to be reflected by all spectators.
Well, they are ready, and so are we, to get this one underway today. District final, OHSAA. And the winner of this game is going to go to the state Final Four, Travis. And tell you what, this Columbus district here, they've gotten a team. Well, they always get a team to the Final Four. They've gotten a team to the state final. They've never won it all. Both of these teams, they're looking at one step at a time. Win this one, win the next one, and get to that final game in states. And Garrett Alderman, there you see him in net for the Upper Arlington Golden Bears. The goalies are going to be so important today. We've got two of the best in the district right here.
Absolutely, and especially if you look at Garrett Alderman here. We talked about that overtime game that they played against Liberty. He faced 44 shots in that game, so he is battle-tested and ready to go here for the Golden Bears. And then on the other side, you have Grant Wolf, who has had a great defense in front of him all season long. He's not faced as many shots, which is a great thing for him, but he's still equally battle-tested as we've seen, and he'll be ready to go for this St. Charles team.
Max Robbins right away coming in, trying to create a scoring chance, and a nice job by Sam Carey to sweep that puck off his stick. St. Charles getting some pressure here. Way to use the glass and chip it off the backhand and right back out to the neutral zone.
This is one thing I've noticed about Upper Arlington I always love, is that they're always waiting on the blue lines to corral that puck. They don't let it go too far to get to their own zone.
Miles McKinney clearing his own end, just as you talked about right there. Woody Tavonian there to pick up that puck, and a good hit. First big hit of the game as Brant Shepard gets leveled over on the far wall. And now it is St. Charles inside the Upper Arlington zone, but only for a moment. That one is cleared out. And this is an icing call that'll bring the faceoff back inside of the Upper Arlington zone. So you see what Upper Arlington's trying to do. They're trying to start this game with pace today.
Absolutely. They're picking up the intensity, picking up the pace, and it's something they've been doing all year long. They've got very good speed. Max Robbins is very good with the puck handling, and it's clearly showing as he almost had a goal there early on in the start of the period.
Robbins trying to throw that puck around behind his own net. St. Charles gets it. They throw it on Alderman. First save, follow-up chance, and that one an easier save that second time around. Alex Jimenez got that second shot on net, but Alderman could see the second one. The first one came from a sharp angle. Now it's back out through the neutral zone for the Golden Bears. Here's a shot toward the net. Grant Wolf makes his first save on that shot off the stick of Charlie Lenzel. Upper Arlington knocks down the clearing attempt, and here they come again with the pressure. On the end boards, St. Charles will try to dig it out on this near wall, and they cannot get it out of the zone.
And as you saw that shot there on Grant Wolf, Upper Arlington loves those opportunities. The nice rebound opportunities that sets them up for another shot opportunity. They will take those any time of the day.
Ryan Lewis carries up to the red line and dumps it in. Now, both goalies have seen shots, and that's a key sometimes, Travis. You want to get a shot early in the game. You want to feel like you're getting settled in. You want to feel the puck. They both have now. Here comes Upper Arlington again. Wolf may get to face another shot. No, he won't. Nice steal from behind. Quinn Brady with a steal. Up the left wing side he goes. And he takes on three men, and he gets it stripped off his stick. Still not done with a sharp angled shot from the left wing side. That Alderman keeps out of the net.
Some good pursuit there by St. Charles, but even greater defense out of Upper Arlington to just contain St. Charles to keep that puck from not getting past Garrett Alderman.
Offside call as St. Charles had a player trapped inside the zone, and the puck was dumped in by Jules Samuel. So they'll bring the face-off into the neutral zone, further away from Garrett Alderman, facing a couple of big shots already early in this game. Just a couple of minutes in. Sam Cannon uses the right wing boards to play it into the St. Charles zone. Almost stolen away. And that was Sam Burns. They didn't let him get the puck on his stick in that left wing circle. Gets it back and finds Robbins to the middle. And a good defensive move, and then a follow-up shot to score, and it was Burns. He was the third man in, and he finds the puck and goes in the upper right-hand corner just like a postage stamp. That's a good bingo, and Upper Arlington leads 1-0.
And who else but Sam Burns? He was a player to watch for a reason. And that was almost similar to a goal that we saw in that CBJ Cup. Three guys attacking the net, rebounds galore, and Sam Burns cleans it up and gets the shot past Grant Wolf. What a beautiful play by Upper Arlington.
Last guy you want to see with a puck on his stick right there was
Absolutely.
Burns. And he got it done. So Upper Arlington drawing first blood in this one today. St. Charles just trying to clear their own zone. Nicholas Scharfenberger fights his way to the red line. Then gets some help from Nate Polinsky.
We'll be very curious to see how the St. Charles team responds. Last time that these two teams met up, they didn't panic too much. They locked in. They made the most of their opportunities. This game is far from over, and I think St. Charles they know that. So they're going to be very locked in to try to get some response out of another goal, or a goal for them.
Well, they got a shot opportunity off a rebound. Couldn't get that one back to the net. And Upper Arlington is going to clear their own end. They'll start a line change here. Leading with 11:38 to go in period number 1. Turnover by Upper Arlington. Opportunity here for St. Charles, but that was good defense as Nate Polinsky couldn't do anything. Charlie Linzel came up there and played it perfectly. Now we have an offside call.
And we're going to get a whistle here.
Now Upper Arlington getting on the board first, and let's take a look at that goal that they scored. Now they just cleaned it up. No, we don't have it, so we'll get it later on here. Puck is dumped into the Upper Arlington zone, and the Golden Bears trying to clear it out. They will across the ice. Good job in the neutral zone to knock that one down. Diego Pitones getting his stick on that puck and forcing it back into the Golden Bears' end. McKinney gloves it down, trying to pull it up. Pitones fires a shot, just missed on the short side. Eric Schottmer couldn't get it on net, and that'll force it back out to center ice again. Upper Arlington trying to flip it on the right wing side. Pitones breaks that up, and he carries the puck. He's got some room here. Good job to maintain control of that puck. It almost got away from him. Centering attempt. He had a man there between the circles, and Alex Jimenez couldn't get it on his stick. Now the quick counterattack by Upper Arlington. On the right wing side, there's a shot. That one missed the net. On the short side, Joey Holland couldn't get it on target. Now another shot off his stick, and that gave Wolf trouble for just a moment. And then a couple of extra shots with the sticks in there.
All right, and here is that goal again from Upper Arlington. Like I said, 3 guys attacking the net, some rebound shots, and of course Sam Burns there again. Just coming at the right opportunity to clean that up and get one past Grant Wolf to start off this game and get the lead.
Jules Samuel will take the face-off for St. Charles. And Upper Arlington's Carson Griesok wins it. Round behind the net. Robbins trying to get there. Swings it back to the corner. The forecheck of the Upper Arlington Golden Bears right now, putting a lot of pressure on St. Charles, and they force a turnover. Burns did it. Here's a shot from the blue line. That was laying loose, and a great save by Grant Wolf as Max Robbins thought he had a wide open net, and Wolf said no.
And again, I just want to point out the fact that you have Domagowski sitting on the blue line waiting for that puck. He's not going too far out of the zone. He's not moving too far beyond the blue line, just enough to corral that puck, keep it into the zone, and set up great opportunities. And here's that save again by Grant Wolf. What an amazing save. You know he doesn't want to give up another one, and he made an effortless save to get that one safe and not go up 2-0.
Shot right off the face-off by Max Robbins. That was a play that in the CBJ Cup resulted in a goal. This time it was defended well by St. Charles, and we've got a penalty coming against Upper Arlington. McKinney gets hauled down on his way to the net, and the Golden Bears will be shorthanded. So the St. Charles power play will have the opportunity to try to tie this game with 9:51 to go here in the opening period. 1-0 Upper Arlington has the lead.
And you know, I said in the pregame show that St. Charles has got to play smart. They play physical. They're very good at that, but they got to play smart. But if you're Upper Arlington, you've got to do the same. You're up 1. You can't afford to go into the penalty box right now and give St. Charles some kind of momentum.
Yeah, McKinney got the wheels turning there, and it looked like it might be a breakaway, and that's why they hauled him down. Centering attempt gets blocked. Nice job there by Whitty Tavonian. And now he tries to get it all tied up in the corner. Here comes a shot, and that one missed on the short side. And all the way back into the St. Charles end it comes. Sam Mickey goes back behind his own net to set up the breakout. Looks on the left side. Eric Schottmer lost it at the blue line. His teammates pick it up, and they carry it right back in. And there's a centering attempt, and Alderman is able to make the save and hold on to it. So we'll get a face-off coming in the Upper Arlington zone.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, you would like to learn how it's done behind the scenes, check out the Ohio Media School located in Columbus. If you're interested in radio production, TV broadcasting, or digital media, the Ohio Media School is the choice for you. Visit Ohio Media School at beonair.com/Columbus. You can also find the Ohio Media School on all your favorite social media. Ohio Media School, we change lives.
Face off in the right wing circle. St. Charles on the power play, but that puck gets tipped off a stick and over the glass it goes. So we'll have another face-off coming. Same spot. St. Charles will be able to control it off the draw. Schottmer takes a shot and he scores! Eric Schottmer from long distance gets the power play goal, and this game's tied at 1.
And again, like I said, you can't afford to give St. Charles any kind of momentum coming off that power play. And as we see right there, St. Charles getting some momentum, and now we have ourselves a tie game.
Well, just a good job of getting the puck on net. That's what you're looking to do. It was a low shot to the ice, and it beats Alderman. So 1-1 game, and Upper Arlington back to work off the faceoff. This one through the neutral zone. It got tipped. There will be no icing. Diego Pitones gets the assist on that goal by Schottmer. And the puck is lifted out of the St. Charles zone. It was played with a high stick, so that'll bring up another face-off coming here. Take another look at that shot by Schottmer.
And you see there just some good placement from St. Charles. Nice, and again, we talk about traffic. He didn't really get too far up against Garrett Alderman, but still an amazing shot. Some good traffic in front of the net, though, for St. Charles that created that opportunity to block the vision of Garrett Alderman.
Yeah, he had one forward down there screening the goaltender. Here's a slap shot turned away by Alderman. Follow-up chance, and that one was blocked. And now it is out through the neutral zone. Nolan Adams, who just blocked that shot, carries it in on the left wing side. Chases toward the end boards. St. Charles will take it away. Up the near side it comes. Quinn Brady trying to get it out. Couldn't do it. Another opportunity here for the Cardinals as Ryan Lewis will settle it down. Here's a turnover off the far wall. Joey Holland puts it on the left wing boards. Tell you what, the players out there right now are battling for every inch of ice. A good physical play.
And Upper Arlington has seemed to pick up their intensity now. They realize that they got to get that lead back.
Puck is back through the neutral zone. This will go all the way down the ice, resulting in an icing call. 1-1 game here at the Ice House for the district championship, and both of these teams are playing like there's something big on the line today, Travis.
Yes, they are. And we're only one period into the game. I'm very curious to see how the next two go between these two teams.
Jack Norris will take the face-off for Upper Arlington. And he's beaten on the draw by Miles McKinney. Oh, turnover between the circles, and again Wolf is asked to make a big save, and he does. Adam Carup had a great opportunity there and couldn't beat the goaltender.
Just a little, looked like it was a little bit of an ill-advised pass into the slot that, unfortunately for St. Charles, and Upper Arlington Bear was there to corral it and set up a great shot opportunity. Good job, though, by Grant Wolf to corral that one and keep this a 1-1 game.
Good anticipation by Sam Carey to get over and just break up that pass by Upper Arlington. The puck bounces outside the blue line, and it's an offside call as it comes back in. Actually, they'll call this an intentional offside and bring the face-off all the way back inside of the Upper Arlington zone.
And you see him there in the middle of the ice, a little bit more jaw-jacking, a little bit more just extracurriculars going on here. The rivalry is real between these two teams for sure.
The linesman there has to back off a couple of guys on the boards who are trying to cheat in on the face-off. Upper Arlington comes out with the puck. Charlie Linzel over the St. Charles blue line with a shot, and that one gets blocked. Good job there by Tristan Foz. Again, they get it to the line, not out on the first try. The second try they do, but the puck winds up in the bench. Down to 6:58 remaining here in this first period. We've already seen a lot in this opening period between these two teams. Upper Arlington got the first goal. Came down the ice in a 2-on-2, and third man in behind the play. Sam Burns was able to score, and then a power play goal by Eric Schottmer for St. Charles tied it up. The puck goes way up in the air through the rafters and drops back in the Upper Arlington end. Never seen a puck go that high in this building, get through the rafters and drop down to the ice. That was something else.
Well, it is district finals, so you're going to see things you probably have never seen before.
The pros don't do that in this building, I can tell you that. So that was pretty impressive. Back inside of their own zone. Go the Golden Bears. Sam Cannon up the near wall. Now it's tipped across the ice. St. Charles has it. Patones tried to saucer pass it across the ice. It got tipped by a stick and up in the air. Officials were getting ready in case that was a high stick. It was not. Here comes a shot, and that one gets blocked. Follow-up chance. Sam Carey couldn't get that second one on target. And it was Burns with a good block on the first one. Now Burns with the puck. Patones went over to challenge. Upper Arlington has the numbers. Here they come, 3-on-2. Over to Burns. Slides it backhanded into the slot off the skate. It's going to be turned around quickly by Evangelisti. But we've got a whistle and a penalty coming here. Cross-checking is the call.
Yeah, that was almost another great opportunity, similar to what they had in that first goal. Three guys attacking Grant Wolf and almost had a good pass right into the slot. It was going to set them up, but now we have ourselves a power play. What can Upper Arlington do on their own power play, as we saw what St. Charles could do?
Tell you what was bad about that penalty, Travis. That play was over. It was going the other way. So that is an ill-advised penalty to take for St. Charles. And as you said, now you get Upper Arlington on the power play. And they hold on the left wing boards, trying to come across the ice. Good job to get the stick in the passing lane there by Ryan Lewis. And St. Charles up the ice. Short-handed chance and couldn't get it on the stick of Nico Falarius. Upper Arlington on the rush. They've got to pull up. Good job by St. Charles the way they're defending this right now. Trying to force Adam Carup to the outside, and now they send it back down the length of the ice.
Just a little bit of a bad pass there by Upper Arlington. Had something set up, but good job by St. Charles to get a stick on it to send that puck down the ice.
Here comes Sam Burns. Right up the middle of the ice, cutting to his left. They tried to slow him down, and he went with a toe drag and had it knocked away, and St. Charles will bring it up the ice and just throw it all the way back into the Upper Arlington zone. There was a decision to be made there by Upper Arlington if they were going to come up and try to play the puck or not, and I think they made the right decision. They backed off of it. And that was Noah Domagowski who decided to back off, because if he comes up and he doesn't make the play, all of a sudden St. Charles is back the other way. Odd man rush, shorthanded. He didn't want anything to do with that.
No, you definitely don't want to give St. Charles any more of the momentum that you already have, especially giving up a power play goal and then potentially giving a penalty kill, a shorthanded goal opportunity.
Sam Cannon out to the right point. Here's a shot. Good save. Rebounded over the crossbar. It goes. Grant Wolf made the initial save. And the second one, I don't know if it got a piece of him or not, but it went too high. See Wolf trying to clear the crease in front of his net. And he's got some help there. The puck hits the side of the net. Here's a wraparound try. And that one is high off the glass. Yes, Wolf has lost his stick. And they say that it hit the netting above the glass. So we've got a face-off coming. Boy, Grant Wolf, he got busy in a hurry right there. There was some pretty good activity, but it all started with Upper Arlington trying to park a man in the blue paint of the crease. And he was trying to get him out of there, and I believe Tristan Foz was his teammate that was trying to clear him out. That big battle was going on while the puck was being shot. So it was in some ways it's a little bit lucky. In other ways it's good, because you got to get that man out of there. You got to be able to see what's going on. That forecheck again from Upper Arlington. St. Charles is able to break through, but the puck goes off the skate of Quinn Brady. And so they dump it in. 3:35 to go here in the opening period of a 1-1 game. Tavonian Playing it up the near side and out to the neutral zone, right on the stick of Sam Mickey. Gets around the first man. Mickey trying to set up a shot. He takes it, and it's right into the chest of Alderman. He's able to easily make the save.
It was a good attempt by St. Charles there to just try to get something on Garrett Alderman. You'll take that. You're going to get a face-off here, but they'll take any kind of shot they can at Garrett Alderman because at some point they're going to have to get past him. So I'm sure they will take any chance they can get, and that was a great shot right down the slot against Garrett Alderman.
Evangelisti will take the face-off. Loses this one to Upper Arlington. Woody Tavonian wraps it around the boards. And that one winds up out of play. So many times they risk the puck around the boards there and just takes a stick to pop it up into that bench. So the face-off will be placed in the left wing circle.
See if Upper Arlington can get some kind of stick, get the handle of the puck to try to get it out of their zone. They've played a little bit too much in their own zone, probably for their liking right now.
Cannon with the puck on his stick. Here comes the pressure from St. Charles. They easily reverse the flow of the play. And now long stretch pass out to the neutral zone. There's a shot over top of the crossbar again. Adam Cariff with another shot toward that goal. Now this one is stolen away by Patones. He comes down the ice, takes a shot, and Alderman makes the save. Good one-on-one there, and Alderman approached it right. He came out, he cut down the angle. Makes a good low stick save. St. Charles back in. Dish it to the right side. Patones put it in front. That went off a stick and now picked up by Woody Tavonian. And he just wants to scoop it out to the neutral zone. It was played with a high stick, and we'll get a whistle on the faceoff. St. Charles played it with a high stick.
What a great save, though, that was by Garrett Alderman. Staring down Diego Patones, who already has the goal for St. Charles, possibly trying to get another one. But Garrett Alderman has seen a lot of shots before. He seems like he's very calm and cool, collected when it comes to facing somebody one-on-one. He made a great save there, and we're still tied at 1.
Aiden Johnson is waved out of the faceoff. Tanner Stone will take it. He loses it. Shot toward the net is blocked, and the Golden Bears are forced to tag up as they dump it right back in. Ryan Lewis behind the net. Here comes the pressure. Lewis slides it off the backhand. It's taken away by Upper Arlington, and that one's not going to make it to the net. Tristan Foz uses the glass to chip it down the ice, get the pressure out of his own zone. Down to a minute 45 to go in this period. 1-1 game. Upper Arlington an even strength goal. St. Charles with the power play goal. No icing here as Alderman plays the puck aside. And Upper Arlington looking to get that puck out of the zone. And I'll tell you what, Sam Burns thought they had possession. They were going to make the pass because he started to flood the zone. Now here's McKinney with a chance. And he just missed on the short side to St. Charles with another good scoring opportunity. A little swing and a miss at the blue line there. St. Charles keeps it alive on the half wall, right wing side, dragging it in, takes a shot, and there's a blocker pad save that is made by Alderman Brad Shepard that time with a scoring chance.
And again, you saw there on those opportunities, you saw a lot of St. Charles Cardinals in front of Garrett Alderman, a lot of them ready to take that rebound if there was one to try to get one past Garrett Alderman. Very good play by St. Charles to kind of set something up. See if they could get one past him.
Yeah, they got some sustained pressure there. They didn't get a goal to show for it. And here comes Upper Arlington with a shot that deflects off the boards, and those lively end boards sends it right back toward Grant Wolf. Just holds on to get a face-off here. Well, we said the goalies would be important. They have been important. Any championship you're going to win, district, regional, final, doesn't matter. You've got to have good goaltending in this sport. Both of these guys have shown up today. Alderman has been the busier of the two recently, but Grant Wolf had to make two big saves earlier in this period after the game was tied at 1. St. Charles cannot get that puck out. Max Robbins, that rising wrist shot, just went over top of the crossbar. Now here's a low shot. Wolf takes care of that. Sam Carey trying to clear the zone, and he does. And how will they rule this? It's going to be an icing. Reaching out, trying to play it with Sam Cannon. I didn't know if he was close enough that they would wave it off, but he was not. We'll put this face off in the left wing circle of the St. Charles end. Carson Greasock. He's got Burns on one side and Robbins on the other, and they've got Burns set up at the top of the circle in the shooting position here. And now Miles McKinney gets waved out. Are they going to let him? I thought they were going to let him in. It's almost like he talked the linesman into staying in. Diego Patones is in there now. Greasock gets the puck, centering attempt. Trying to get it to Robbins. It was a great defensive play by Tristan Foz to make sure that puck didn't connect. And now we've got another icing call.
And again, you see the key word, traffic. They had traffic in front of Grant Wolf, but they had more bodies on more Cardinals in front of him than they did Golden Bears. So nice way to get good sticks in front of Max Robbins and keep him from getting a handle on that puck.
Greasock loses the draw this time. Schottmer blasted around the boards. Cardinals do get it out of the zone. And they go chasing in front of the bench as time expires here in the first period. Well, that was a good first period. There's good flow to this game, Travis. What you want to see is two teams coming out and giving you their best. There was one bad penalty that I thought was taken, that cross-check by St. Charles. It didn't cost them a power play goal. Then when Upper Arlington took a penalty, they made them pay for that by getting a goal to tie this game. But that first 15 minutes was exactly what you expect to see in a game this big.
Absolutely. Both these teams playing to the level that you would expect out of both these teams. And again, we saw a little bit of chippiness early on in this game. Once that first goal went in for Upper Arlington, the claws started to come out a little bit. They started to play with a little bit more intensity and more aggressive. We've seen a lot of great hits. They're playing real physical as we expected. The question is, who's going to be more physical? Who's going to play smarter in the second and third period to get that lead back and win this game?
Well, there's not any doubt in my mind that the intensity, the hits, the talking, that's all going to just accelerate as this game goes. It'll reach a crescendo. If the game stays close, it will. Yeah. And it'll just continue on through this game, and it'll build and build till the third period. But right now, they're out there playing some good hockey. They're finishing their checks, and each team has gotten the job done so far in the first 15 minutes. Upper Arlington won, and St. Charles won. OHSAA District Final in hockey here at the Ice House at Nationwide Arena, and we'll be back with more. This is Score on Air Network.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship. Teamwork.
Teamwork.
How to work hard.
How to work hard. Discipline.
Hustle.
Sacrifice.
How to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play.
And along the way, I'm learning
To put the team before myself.
to put the team before myself.
How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning to set a good example.
How to work hard.
To accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community.
I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
The year was 1907. The Cubs won the World Series and the Ford Model R hit the assembly line. While here in Ohio, school administrators came together to form the Ohio High School Athletic Association. One thing that hasn't changed since 1907 is the dedication of the OHSAA to education-based athletics in Ohio. School sports teach responsibility, sportsmanship, and life lessons that stay with students long after their playing days are over. The OHSAA seeks to prepare students not for the next level of sport, but for the next level of life.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Design ideas for t-shirts when you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back here at the Ohio Health Ice House for today's OHSAA District Finals Tournament game here between the number 1 seed St. Charles Cardinals and number 2 Upper Arlington Golden Bears. Seth Donahoe alongside Julian Jackson. And Julian, that first period did not disappoint.
It was certainly a doozy, and everything that we talked about before the game held true. You know, St. Charles out there playing physical and ends up getting, I believe it was Domagowski, a little frustrated. They ended up getting on a power play, and that's the way they scored. Eric Schottmer with the goal on Garrett Alderman. But first came Sam Burns' goal on Grant Wolf earlier on, and then they came back with a power play to tie it up.
Yeah, both of those goals happening fairly early in the first period. I think a little bit of the nerves were finally settling in after those goals, as right here we'll see Burns able to convert on this after that rebound, and Upper Arlington was able to score first. Grant Wolf and Garrett Alderman, even though giving up one goal apiece, both playing phenomenal. They made some great saves. Here was this penalty that was able to get St. Charles the advantage, which they were able to score on. A nice save by Alderman here, and like we had said, Eric Schottmer that we're seeing right here made a great play, great shot off of the faceoff, able to score and tie it up 1-1.
Well,
and go ahead.
No, and that's the traffic that we were referencing earlier on during the preview show. When you get guys out there and you get bodies out in front of the goalie, it makes things very difficult to be able to perform. That's a great save from Grant Wolf there later on. He's already had one scored on him. The players came by, they picked him up, they said, hey man, we've got you, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up the pieces. They did that. Eric Schottmer showed it on a nice shot out nearest the blue line. So in being able to do that and make shots on Alderman, which we saw in the API chart from the last time they played against each other, the shots coming from farther out, not so much near the crease, that is where they're having their success.
All right, and let's go ahead and take a look at the first period shot chart powered by Athletic Performance Insight. And Julian, what do you see when you're looking at this chart right here?
Well, I mean, you're looking at everything that holds true, right? There were 2 stars the last time against the Cardinals. So look at the right side of the chart for me, and let's analyze the Golden Bears' first shot. So the blue dots, as you can see, are all the shots that they have taken so far. The ones with the squares inside of them are blocks, but all their shot attempts, the only one that matters is that star right out in front of Grant Wolf. A little bit of traffic inside, gets the rebound from Max Robbins. Sam Burns able to put it into the net. If you look down on the other side with the Golden Bear on your left, that is the shot from St. Charles. St. Charles not taking too many shots from in near the crease, but the one shot that mattered, one was blocked, but the next one was made by Eric Schottmer, where you see the star right next to the blue line. There were a lot of bodies around Alderman. The defensive men are going to have to be sure to get those guys out and clear the way so Alderman can see.
And as I had said, those first 2 goals coming by both teams happened fairly early in the period. I think now the nerves have finally settled down a little bit. Both teams are getting composed, and they're ready to play as Upper Arlington has just taken the ice here, and St. Charles is about to exit their locker room right now as this second period is going to get ready to get underway. I'm Seth Donahoe alongside Julian Jackson, and we'll send it over to Travis Napper and Bob McElligott to get you ready here for the second period.
All right, guys, thank you very much. As they just said, the team's making their way back on the ice. You see St. Charles coming in right now, 1-1. Even strength goal by Upper Arlington in the first period, and then a power play goal was scored by St. Charles. So on the official score sheet, it has Max Robbins getting that first goal, but I believe that goal, it is Sam Burns. So we'll see if they change that officially, but we actually have video replay to prove it, Travis. So if we had to, we could do that. But Sam Burns has the goal for Upper Arlington, and Eric Schottmer has the goal for St. Charles. So they both go in. They both talk about it. Now switch sides and come out ready to play here in the second period. I would expect we're going to see much of the same.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to see physical hits like you talked about before the break. We're going to see a lot of chippiness still continue now that this game is still tied 1-1. You're just going to see 2 great teams go at it, ladies and gentlemen. It's just going to be a lot of fun, hard-hitting hockey, some great opportunities, and these 2 goalies playing absolutely out of their minds, standing on their heads.
So Upper Arlington sending out Carson Griesach to take the face-off. And opposing him on the draw for St. Charles is going to be Miles McKinney. And this one is controlled by Upper Arlington as they hustle back into their own zone. Sam Cannon, little D-to-D pass over to the far wall. Almost stolen away, and good job to make sure that steal wasn't completed. Woody Tavonian got the stick in there at the last second and now clears it out through the neutral zone.
You had Miles McKinney there for St. Charles making a great play, almost having a great opportunity to get in the face of Garrett Alderman.
Cannon, stretch pass to the neutral zone. Tip it to the middle. Burns has it on his stick. Puts it on the forehand. Shoots, and a good save made by Wolf. Follow-up chance and a score! From a sharp angle right along the goal line. Upper Arlington beats Grant Wolf and takes the lead just 38 seconds into the period.
What a play. What a play by Upper Arlington. Just, again, like you said, a couple seconds into this period, and the intensity has already incredibly picked up between both these teams. I can't wait to go back and look at that one. That was special.
It was Robbins that got it, and Grant Wolf sliding to his right. He got too far out of position, and when that puck came over there, that's why there was a lot of open net. Even though it was from a very sharp angle, there was a lot of net there, and Robbins was able to find it. Here comes St. Charles on the counterattack. Patonis trying to drag it around Sam Cannon, who forced him wide. Shot comes again from a bad angle, but Alderman steers it aside. Games like this, it isn't always the pretty goals.
Nope.
The bad angle goals count just the same. Upper Arlington had a chance to get that puck inside of the St. Charles zone. Now they're going to be forced to reset in the neutral zone. Domagowski will dump it in. Picked up by Sam Mickey. Had to avoid the first forechecker. And now it's Domagowski back in the neutral zone. Curls inside of his own blue line to set things up. Stolen away by Jimenez up the left wing side. And he could not drag it to the middle. Good job to take him out of the play. And this one's going to be cleared all the way back out to the neutral zone again. So good stick work there just outside the blue line.
Good play by Sean Moore to try to chase that one down. He's been a critical part for the St. Charles team in the last couple of games that they've played.
Off the blocker pad of Garrett Alderman, it goes and out of play.
All right. And here's that goal again from Upper Arlington. And again, just bodies in right places to make that goal happen. And again, like you said, it was a good angle, or not the greatest of angles, but still an effective shot. And they don't always have to be pretty, like you said.
The only thing I couldn't tell off of that replay is if it hit the skate of Grant Wolf, which it may have. He may have played it right in off the goaltender. Either slid it just behind him or he played it in off him. As we're going to get a whistle and a penalty upcoming here. Or maybe it just wound up out of play. It was down there in front of the benches where we have a hard time seeing, and apparently that's exactly what happened. It wound up in the bench. So still skating 5-on-5. Cannon's got it. Flips it in. Wolf watches it go wide of the net. Sam Carey. Battle there to try and get it out. There's a shot, and that one gets blocked on its way in. That'll allow St. Charles to bring it up the ice, but didn't connect on the pass intended for Brant Shepard. Carey just wants to get it deep. He'll back off and to his defensive position, let the forecheckers go in. Carey keeps it at the right point. Pass went off a stick, bounced around there. There's a shot toward the net, and Alderman able to make the save. Well, Upper Arlington tipped that puck on its way in, made it a tougher save on their own goaltender, but Garrett Alderman, give him credit, fully extending that left pad and then getting control of the puck with a glove.
Yeah, a lot of great opportunities there for St. Charles. They had a lot of traffic in front of Garrett Alderman, a lot of players moving around and really getting behind the defense for Upper Arlington.
Good shot off the faceoff by Patonis. And he takes a big hit for his troubles over on the far side. St. Charles starting to come to life now, down by the score of 2-1. Upper Arlington's going to be able to break out and get it through the neutral zone. Lost control right at the blue line. Patonis swats it over to the right wing side. Polinsky dumps it, chases it, has it back on his stick. And he couldn't get around Tanner Stone. Stone with some nice stick work there to get it back. And now it's Stone that goes chasing into the St. Charles end.
I like how Polinsky didn't give up on that, though. He tried to keep his stick on the puck. He wasn't going to let that puck go out of the zone. It just took a little bit of a bad bounce, and Upper Arlington was able to send it out. But good job by Polinsky to try to keep that in there.
Domagowski is offside. He took the extra stride, cutting to his right instead of going right in over the blue line, and that's why we get a whistle on the faceoff.
And as we sit here with the whistle, we want to remind you that Boston's Gourmet Pizza is a proud sponsor of Score on Air Network. Need a fun place to watch your favorite game? Head on down to Boston's Pizza in the Arena District at 191 Nationwide Boulevard, or make a reservation by calling 614-229-4275.
St. Charles got the puck to the red line, no further. Upper Arlington played it back in. The Cardinals with a chance to get it out. Loose puck, Cannon. Off the boards. Battle along the walls. You can see the physicality picking up here as this game goes along, as we knew it would between rival teams. Brought up the near side. Good job there by Cannon. Stood his man up at the blue line, and that stopped that offensive play.
And again, that physicality just keeps on going. They're fighting a little bit towards the benches.
Good job to keep that puck in the zone by Schottmer across, and the one-time shot. That one was off target.
Sean Moore with that goal. With that shot attempt, excuse me.
I'll tell you what, Sean Moore's been one of the hottest players on this team. He had the big goal that broke the 0-0 tie last week against Talawanda.
And he's a freshman. He is a freshman, and he's doing all these amazing things for the St. Charles Cardinals. So he's got a long way to go. He's got a lot of good hockey ahead of him, it seems like.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Up the ice, Upper Arlington. Burns on the forehand with a shot. That one misses the net. Well, he just does so many things to create opportunities. And here they come again. And that one got stopped by Schottmer. Wolf didn't even have to make the play. And now here comes Patonis in on the left wing side. Drags to the middle. Backhanded shot off the post. It goes.
Great job there, though, by Woody Tavonian. He made just enough of an impact to kind of redirect that shot and make that shot not as directly against Garrett Alderman as it could have been.
Yeah, that's right. He forced him to go to the backhand on that. Forced him to make one extra move and go to the backhand, and that was the difference on that. 9:04 left here in the second period. Let's take a look at that once again.
Again, as you said, as we talked about, Woody Tavonian just skating down the ice just in time to redirect that shot, make it a little bit of a tougher shot to go against Garrett Alderman. Still very close to being a goal, but bounced off the top, and we are still 2-1 game.
That was a great move by Patonis. It was a great shot off the backhand. Just caught the post instead of getting up underneath the crossbar. St. Charles flipping that puck down the ice. This will be an icing call. You were talking earlier about, we were talking about Sean Moore. You were saying how he's a freshman. One thing when you look at this St. Charles roster, they're going to lose some guys at the end of the year. They're going to lose some key players. Patonis is one of them. Yeah. But, the fact of the matter is, when I was looking at it, this is a team that is built a lot for next year. They've got a lot of juniors on this team. Mention a freshman, a sophomore here and there. They want to win now, and they want to be in the state Final Four right now. But they've got some good pieces on this team beyond just right now.
Absolutely. When you talk about the players that were in our players to watch, Miles McKinney is another one of those that has just been absolutely critical for the St. Charles team. So, like you said, they've got so many pieces that are going to set them up for future success.
And again, nobody wants to talk about the future right now unless it's next week.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't win today, there is no next week. Icing call against Upper Arlington here. 2-1, Upper Arlington has the lead. Max Robbins, 38 seconds into this second period, putting them on top. And Robbins is back out there again, along with Burns and Griessock. Top line of this Upper Arlington Golden Bears team, without question. They win the faceoff. Rory Brennan moved it around. See if Griessock can get it out of the zone. Here he comes, up the ice. Robbins coming with him, trying to make it a 2-on-1. And he throws it in Robbins' direction. Sam Carey with a great defensive play with the stick, just getting it there in time to break that up.
It was a great job of spreading the ice, making it more difficult to guard both the players to make an easy opportunity. Just couldn't get it past Grant Wolf.
Delayed offside, and St. Charles can bring it up the ice. They tipped that puck. No icing here. So it went off the stick of Quinn Brady. Sean Moore went in after it, but Upper Arlington's going to have the opportunity to play it here. Nolan Adams over to the right wing side. They'll play it across the ice for Burns. Off his skate and onto his stick. Burns to the high slot. And again, Carey there making the defensive plays that he's got to make. And he forced that play over toward the boards. Schottmer, he's got the only goal for St. Charles. As Robbins takes another sharp angled shot. That one's stopped. Here's a puck that goes off a stick and high off the glass. Burns again trying to get it in front. Domagowski's shot. That gets blocked. And St. Charles will finally clear it through the neutral zone. And that'll get them a change. Get some new forwards out on the ice. Attempt to pick off a pass, and now just send it deep. Now that the forwards have changed, they'll change the defenseman as well. And just on the ice is Ryan Lewis. Almost losing control of that puck. Big hit in front of the bench.
Upper Arlington's got to try to get something going to get out of their own zone here.
Icing call here.
That's not going to do it.
Now St. Charles, they are known for their defense, and if you can play good defense in high school hockey, especially here in Central Ohio, you're going to win some games. And they've dropped back, and to be honest with you, I think that's the reason it's not 3-1 right now, because of the good defensive plays. Sam Carey made a couple of them already in this period. Back up the near side. Golden Bears able to get it outside that blue line and just couldn't carry it further up the ice.
I've been impressed with Upper Arlington's defense, though, too, as well. You see, before...
Loose puck, and Petonis couldn't get it and put it by Alderman.
Before St. Charles really got into the zone, you had Sam Cannon there. They're not really too anxious to get up the ice right now. They're kind of just protecting that lead and playing a little conservative right now.
Oh, here's a turnover. And a centering attempt. That puck bouncing to the left of the net. Shot there, gets off of Alderman. That was Evangelisti taking that shot. It's out to the neutral zone. Picked up and brought back in by Jimenez. 1-on-2 as he flips a shot wide. Alderman helped it to go wide too.
That was great effort by Dom Evangelisti. Had great intensity to try to keep that puck on his stick. He was not going to give that one up. Did a great job of keeping it in the zone. Set up for opportunities for St. Charles to attack Garrett Alderman.
Spinning puck. Noah Domagowski trying to play it. Gave it up. Now he gets it back on his stick. Trying to flip it out of the zone. St. Charles keeps it in. Valerius couldn't quite settle it down the way he wanted to. And now Upper Arlington will play it out to Burns on the left wing side. Carries it up the boards. Long wrist shot, and he shot it wide left. Domagowski keeps it in the zone. Carey is going to go back behind his own net. Off the backhand, he sends it to the right wing boards. Doesn't come out of the zone. St. Charles hustling to the near side. Upper Arlington's got it. Burns trying to carry it to the net. Too many sticks and bodies in there to drag it all the way to Grant Wolf. Well, they battle along the boards right near the Upper Arlington bench.
I think you're going to see a lot of that, just up against the boards. Both teams not really able to get a handle on it, as they're both just fighting for possession of that puck.
Good job by Tristan Foss to take the hit and still come out with the puck. Cross ice pass. Picked up by St. Charles. Just missed the stick of McKinney. And this one back out to the neutral zone again. Under 4 minutes to go here in this second period. Upper Arlington with an early goal in the second, leading 2-1. Sean Moore, he was trying to make a play with a puck he didn't have on his stick. He did a great job to strip Domagowski of the puck. And then he tried to make the offensive play while looking up and just swung and missed at it. Now here comes a 2-on-1 for St. Charles on the left side, and that shot off the stick of Quinn Brady went off the glove of Garrett Alderman.
And we want to remind you to make sure you amplify your personality with the Theater People. They can help with your entire home setup of entertainment or networking and security. Call 614-604-6327 or visit thetheaterpeople.com to build your dream home entertainment system.
What a save by Alderman, just getting the glove up there high enough to get a piece of that and send that Quinn Brady shot over the glass. Right off the faceoff, another one toward Alderman. He has to make that stop. St. Charles trying to turn up the heat a little bit here with their speed and their quickness. Sam Cannon up the far wall. Out to the neutral zone it comes. And from the red line, try to dump it back in. Hit the linesman. Sam Mickey across the ice. There's a shot and the save is made as Jules Samuel couldn't get that one to go. Centering attempt. All the way toward the blue line. Slap shot. Alderman turns it away. Upper Arlington again can't get it out of the zone. Nice move there by Sam Mickey. Puts it behind the net. Moore comes to the near corner. Trying to lift the stick and gain control. From the right point, that shot gets blocked in front. Woody Tavonian just put the body in front of that. Samuel behind the net. Cannon gets there first. He will not get it out of the zone. Well, his teammate will. And on the stick of Charlie Lindsell, it goes. And he lost control of it. And St. Charles will look just to settle things down here a little bit, I believe. Starting to get a little scrambly right now, especially for Upper Arlington. They're scrambling in their own end.
Yeah, this is probably the most pressure that Garrett Alderman has seen pretty much this entire period.
Robbins up the ice. It's taken out of the play. Tell you what, it's tough with Burns and Robbins on the same line because if you double cover one, the other one's open.
Yeah.
That's the choice you've got to make. You've got to have really good one-on-one coverage, and you're trying to take care of both of them. St. Charles looking to get to the red line and force this one deep. Minute and a half to play here in the second period. Looking to get it out of the zone. Rory Brennan couldn't do that. St. Charles will get it in the right wing corner. Try to send it in front. Pitone's got a stick on it, but it's shot straight up in the air. Now it's drug out from behind the net. No white jerseys at the top of the crease, and Upper Arlington is going to be able to clear it. They do take an icing call, but that's much preferable to what could have happened right there.
Yeah, good play to just clear the puck right there. You don't want anything else to happen. You've been pressured for the last 3 minutes or so. You want to just get some relief, get some fresh air, get a breath, and see if you can try to find some way to stop this onslaught from St. Charles that has just been pressuring you all for the last 3 minutes.
Nolan Adams. With under a minute to play in the period, got it ahead. Adam Carup puts it into the St. Charles end. Puck around the board's not out. Cross ice dump to the left wing corner, and now they put it behind the net. Jack Norris centering attempt. McKinney got a piece of that. Didn't get it outside the blue line. There's a block. Oh, and it was a great play there by Woody Tavonian because that could have been the puck going back the other way for St. Charles. 2 men strong if Tavonian didn't make the play on the pass.
And nice defensive work by Sam Cannon to make sure that we might get a call here.
Yeah, there is a whistle and a penalty. Faceoff is coming back into the St. Charles end. Well, it still looks like there's 5-on-5. Maybe it was just caught up in front of the bench there, and the official from further away blew it dead. Oh no, they're coincidental minors for roughing. That's what it is. That's why we're still skating 5-on-5. Here's a shot toward the net. Wolf with a big save and a follow-up chance and a score. Upper Arlington crashing the net, and they're going to wave it off. They started the celebration, which was premature. And I would imagine it's going to be goaltender interference. Wolf made the initial save, and then it looked like there was some contact there. There was a lot of bodies down there in that crease.
That's what it looks like.
So they take it off the board. It's still a 2-1 game.
Be very curious to see what the replay shows of that one. I think you're right. I think that was some goalie interference. They're discussing it right now.
Yeah, you see the referees right there in front of the Upper Arlington bench talking to them about it.
All right.
We'll take a look at it.
See some movement there in front of Grant Wolf.
Well, there was that wrestling in front of the net, and I'm assuming that there was a bump there before that initial save, and then the puck went into the net.
Maybe that dropped him to the ice. Maybe that's what they're looking at there.
Well, they've been doing that all day. They've got a guy standing not at the top of the crease with the skate in the crease.
Yeah.
And that's nothing new. Well, with 4 seconds left in the period, there's an icing call right off the face-off. That'll leave 3/10 of a second. Which means if you're Upper Arlington, if you can shoot it off the draw, you might have a chance here. But
well, we've seen them do it once before with Max Robbins.
Well, they're going to pull the goalie and put an extra attacker out there right now. Grisock will take the face-off. They've got Burns, who's a right-handed shot. They have him standing in the shooting position here. But they don't win the face-off, so it doesn't matter. That's the way the second period comes to a close.
Here's a better look at that.
There was the contact.
Yep.
Now, if you're an Upper Arlington fan, you'll look at that and say, well, the contact was the goalie punching him in the back 2 times before there was ever contact the other way. Goalie's job is to try to clear his crease, too. But it was Carson Grisock, thought he had the goal, but the goaltender interference takes it off the board. So Upper Arlington got a goal 38 seconds into that second period. And that turns out to be all that they get, but that's enough to have them in the lead, 2-1, with only 1 period of regulation remaining here at the Ohio Health Ice House. Well, we talked about the intensity picking up, and that's just an example of it. As the Upper Arlington players go off the ice, there's Burns right there, Sam Burns, 42. He was just talking to the referee. Carson Grisock is still on the right side of your screen. You can see he's still talking to the referee about the goal that never was, just trying to get the clarification on it. And really at this point, make sure, what you want to do is you want to make sure you know what you can and can't do in the third period.
Right.
Okay, what did I do? Why'd you call that off? What was going on? The guy was hitting me. That's the conversation that's going on right there. Because in this final 15 minutes, they're going to want to go right back to that spot once again. And they want, if you're Carson Grisock, you want to talk to the officials and say, look, he's hitting me too. You might want to pick that up. That could be a roughing call if you want to call it.
Right.
You know, make sure that it's just not a one-way street here. So that's what that conversation's like as they go off the ice, and that's why they took so long in the conversation. Always trying to lobby. Maybe it didn't help you in the second period, but it can come back to help you in the third. 2 periods in the books here at the Ice House. Upper Arlington 2 and St. Charles 1. This is the OHSAA Hockey District Final on Score On Air Network.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
sportsmanship, teamwork,
How to work hard. How to work hard. Discipline.
hustle,
Sacrifice.
how to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play.
And along the way, I'm learning
To put the team before myself.
to put the team before myself.
How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning to set a good example,
How to work hard.
to accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community.
I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
The year was 1907. The Cubs won the World Series and the Ford Model R hit the assembly line. While here in Ohio, school administrators came together to form the Ohio High School Athletic Association. One thing that hasn't changed since 1907 is the dedication of the OHSAA to education-based athletics in Ohio. School sports teach responsibility, sportsmanship, and life lessons that stay with students long after their playing days are over. The OHSAA seeks to prepare students not for the next level of sport, but for the next level of life.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but...
It doesn't happen here.
Not in denial.
No.
Our kids are way too busy. My son has good friends.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be up to 50% less likely to use them.
Can you see yourself working on TV, radio, or social media? As media professionals, we make our voice heard. Call the Ohio Media School and be a part of something bigger than you and me. You'll train and get the skills you need to work in TV, radio, social media, film, and much more.
I graduated and now am working as a director of marketing at a local radio station. My future is set.
Call the Ohio Media School now and be a part of something bigger. 614-723-9675. 614-723-9675.
Well, yeah, there's some old prescription pills, but my son's a good kid. He's not going to look for them.
2/3 of teens who abuse opioids get them from friends and family. Don't live in denial, Ohio. Dispose of your leftover pills.
UA in that second period has broken the tie, and off of a Max Robbins, just under 40 seconds into that first period, Max Robbins was able to knock in a goal for Upper Arlington, giving them a 2-1 lead here.
Well, we know what Max Robbins has been doing all year long, and that's what's made some of the features for this team so strong. And as you look at the physicality continuing from St. Charles, you can also see how they were trying to pique the frustration of the Golden Bears late when Nolan Adams and Miles McKinney seemed to be in a little scuffle. Those guys getting after each other a little bit on the ice. Here's the goal from Max Robbins. Oh, actually, that's the goal from Max Robbins.
Yes.
Right off the rebound there. As we look at some of these, a great save here by Garrett Olderman. And in addition to that, these guys have just been playing the best they can throughout the entire contest. Diego Patones also with a great shot, just missing there off the bars.
Yeah, both teams have been playing phenomenal in the second period, and as we had stated, the physicality has really turned up a notch here as that second period was winding down the final couple minutes. As we said, there were an incidental minor where one player from each team that ended up going to the penalty box. Still played with 5-on-5, but that chippiness that we were alluding to is going to play a key factor here in this third period. So let's go and take a look at the shot chart here for that second period, presented by Athletic Performance Insight. And Julian, go ahead and take us through what we're looking at here.
So, as you look to the left side of your screen, you see the star to the right of the head of the Golden Bear, and that's where Max Robbins had his success. The Golden Bears only had 2 shots on goal during that period, but the one that was most successful there in the first 40 seconds, as you had said, Seth, that's the one that got them to go up by 1. So they're now on the head 2-1, and then on the other side, a great Diego Patones attempt right off the crossbar at the top, and Garrett Olderman got safe there on that.
Yeah, and in that second period, St. Charles had really applied and picking up their offensive intensity and offensive pressure and getting a lot more shots on Olderman there in that second period. So if St. Charles is going to be successful in this third period to tie it up and potentially win, what are they going to have to do?
They're going to have to continue to come out and play physical. They're going to have to get a little bit more chippy. The little incidental minor between Nolan Adams and Miles McKinney. Miles McKinney, he knows what he's doing. He gets him a little frustrated. I'd be watching for him or freshman Sean Moore to come out and make an impact for St. Charles in this third period.
All right, Seth Donahoe and Julian Jackson alongside me. We'll go ahead and send it to Bob McElligott and Travis Napper to finish up the final 15 minutes and a trip to the Final Four on the line here in the third period on Score on Air.
Thank you very much, guys. And a trip to the Final Four indeed. And Travis, St. Ed's has won in Cleveland today. So they are the district champs. They beat Rocky River 6-1. They are the Brooklyn West district champs. And the winner of this game will take on St. Ed's next week. By the way, that one goal they allowed to Rocky River today, the first goal that they've allowed in this district tournament, this entire tournament so far. So take that for what it's worth.
So you're saying they have a test ahead of them, is what you're saying?
I'm saying whoever wins this game has got a challenge. There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
But it goes beyond that. Upper Arlington has played St. Ed's earlier this year and actually beat them in an overtime game. So lots of storylines. But that's who you're going to face next week. Right now, Upper Arlington's more worried about completing this game and making sure that they are in that game next week in the state semifinals. Right off the bat, Diego Patones with a good shot at Garrett Olderman with a great save as Patones was trying to pick the upper right-hand corner.
Just a good start to the game by St. Charles, trying to pick up the intensity. They know they're down. They got to get something past Garrett Alderman. Why not take any shot you can to see what'll stick?
Upper Arlington trying to clear the zone. First attempt got blocked. Second attempt does come out. Eric Schottmer, he's got the only goal for St. Charles. Gave it to Sam Carey up the right wing side. Evangelisti with a shot. Alderman again making the save. Looks like the game plan here in the third period is just get pucks on net.
Yep.
Which is a good game plan because you need to get one to tie. Back the other way is Burns, trying to drag it around Carey. Sam Carey has been impressive the way he's played defense today. Just making Burns have to make a little move, but guess what? Now that's going to come back the other way. Carey's going to the penalty box for a trip. Or a hook, they're going to call it a hook.
And that's a little demoralizing if you're Carey. Made a great play, made a really good impact, and they just had a bad decision come up to bite you. And he was on a roll here, so that could be very interesting for St. Charles, how that affects their game plan going forward.
Well, they've got to come out with a good penalty kill right now. Simple as that. Upper Arlington's 0 for 1 on the power play in this game. Griesach with some help from Cannon wins the draw. Domagowski to Cannon in the left wing corner.
Look at this battle between Tristan Foss and Carson Griesach happened in front of Grant Wolf.
There's Robbins, and that one was kept out by Wolf.
And again, you could tell that Robbins saw it. He saw the fight going on between Griesach and Foss. They were going at it, and that was creating some pressure in front of Grant Wolf that was keeping his eye on them.
And that's going to continue. There goes Griesach right back to the front of the net. Here comes a shot. Wolf able to make the save. Bounces right back to Upper Arlington. Top of the left wing circle. That shot. And that one run off the post. St. Charles gets a chance to clear. Far boards, Cannon was looking for a penalty to be called against Nate Polinsky for a big hit.
Had his helmet almost come clean off.
Upper Arlington on the power play for another minute and 5 seconds. Max Robbins, left wing boards, looking for Burns. Had it, lost it, and back down the ice it goes. That was a good play to get that puck up in the air. If they keep it on the ice, Domagowski stops it, and they're right back in the zone.
Right. Yeah, Domagowski's been doing really good at that over the course of this game. He stays along the blue line, waits for that puck. If it stays on the ice, he'll be the one to corral it for sure.
Now they get it deep. 35 seconds left on the power play. And Patonis got it outside the blue line. It's a delayed offside. Now Patonis is going to go chasing. The fresh ice kind of came back to bite him right there. If that's later in the period, that puck checks up a little bit. He probably chases it down with a scoring chance. 18 seconds left on the man advantage. And hustling back in is Charlie Linzel. Carries it one-handed around behind the net. Looking to come cross ice to the right point. Now they want to pass it back to the middle. There's a shot, and that one gets blocked. Rory Brennan taking that shot. And we're back to 5-on-5. St. Charles has killed off the power play. They have a chance to come up the ice with an odd man rush. On the right side, Schottmer. He's got the only goal. He tried to saucer pass it off the backhand to Joe Samuel, and he didn't connect with him. Now we wind up with a whistle.
Looks like it's probably going to be an offside call.
Well, that was a great opportunity right off the penalty. Sam Carey came out of the box, went right to the bench. Joe Samuel came over the boards and jumped into the play. But Schottmer's backhanded pass didn't get across to him.
Good play defensively there by Upper Arlington, though. They caught up with them. They got a little bit more bodies on defense, so it wasn't as much of it wasn't a odd man rush for very, very long.
Oh, good defensive play in the neutral zone. Sam Mickey, he gambled and he made the right call. Jumped up, poked the puck away. Had he missed it, Nolan Adams would have been able to come in almost untouched on net. But sometimes that's a risk that you take as a defenseman. Here comes Adams up the right wing side. Takes a shot, goes off the stick of Schottmer. And he pokes it back up the near wall. He'll come and chase it down himself. Couldn't clear it out of the zone. And now it's going to be dumped right back in by Joey Holland, and Upper Arlington will make a line change. And they'll bring their top line back out on the ice once again. Schottmer up the left side. This one gets tipped in. Upper Arlington, Max Robbins takes the feed up the ice, trying to play it through the defenseman. Good job to stay with him by Tristan Foss. That's the perfect play. Back out to the blue line. Look out for a shot here. That one missed the net. Follow-up chance, and that one, Grant Wolf got back into position, and it slides through the crease.
If Burns had gotten just a little bit closer, that could have been a good shot on goal.
Robbins' shot went off the stick of Miles McKinney. Foss up the far wall, can't clear it out. Sam Mickey behind the net, draws a crowd of two. Look out, Robbins has it. Wanted to put it in front of Burns.
Good shot. You'd stop by Miles McKinney there.
Robbins again, blue line. Brennan fans on the shot, gets a second one, misses wide. Burns now as Upper Arlington's getting some good zone time here. And a turnover. That didn't last long. Here they come again. And it's Burns. Couldn't get the shot away. Give a lot of credit to Nate Polinsky for reaching in and lifting his stick as he was trying to shoot. St. Charles needing to get that puck out of the zone. Didn't do it. Upper Arlington there, Charlie Lindsell was just trying to get it into a spot where Jack Norris could make a play. They still have it inside of the St. Charles end. Lindsell, centering attempt. That was blocked by Sam Mickey. Upper Arlington spending a lot of time in the St. Charles end, not creating any real scoring chances right now, but remember, every second they hold the puck is one more second off the clock toward going to the state Final Four. Now a pass intercepted by St. Charles. They just clear the zone. Now they had some thoughts of doing more than that, but the pressure there by Upper Arlington forced them to clear the zone more quickly than they wanted to. Once again, the Golden Bears keep it in. Upper Arlington's run a good 2 minutes off the clock just inside of that St. Charles end.
Yeah, it almost seems like they've backed off just for a little bit there. They backed off a little bit. Seems they were happy with the time that they got off the clock and just trying to make sure they don't do anything to really jeopardize this lead that they have here. They want to apply the pressure, but they don't want to give St. Charles any sort of opportunities.
Valerius up the ice 1-on-2. And Cannon makes sure that he doesn't play it around him. Now it's going to be Shepard behind the net. Taken away here by Tavonian. And out to the neutral zone it comes. Schottmer hands it off to Evangelisti. Put it up the right wing side. Thrown in by Brent Shepard. Evangelisti gets back to it. Sends it behind the net. Again, Tavonian is there. And here's Burns off the backhand, looking for Robbins in the neutral zone. Didn't find him. 7.5 minutes left in regulation time. Upper Arlington with a 2-1 lead. Bouncing puck through the neutral zone. St. Charles settles it down. Sean Moore trying to poke it ahead. And Moore finally gets it deep into the Upper Arlington zone.
And you can definitely tell that Upper Arlington is kind of slowed down a little bit. They got some good pressure to start early on. Now they're just trying to play a good, conservative, concise offense or defense. They're not making anything too crazy. They're just kind of taking the time. There's a great hit there from Upper Arlington.
Yeah, and I agree with you that they're trying to play it smart. I also think that it's that line. When their top line's out there, I think they want to push with that line. Now, they actually got trapped in their own zone right there, and it didn't happen. But I'm just wondering if they're almost okay with any line other than Griesok and Robbins and Burns. That's their scoring line. That's who they want to get the job done. Is a quick shot off the faceoff is smothered by Alderman. And for the other lines, hey, boys, go out there, be responsible defensively.
Yeah.
Get a scoring chance, great. But just don't make a mistake. I wonder if that happens to be the mindset of what's going on there.
Well, it's a good game plan if that is the case, and right now it seems like it's working.
Well, St. Charles has got to get some real pressure, which they haven't here for the last couple of minutes. They started off the period with some pressure, almost a turnover. They keep the puck in the zone. Alderman steers that one aside. Polinsky giving chase. Bouncing puck. Nice job to step up and get it. There's a shot caught by Alderman. I'll tell you what, a lot of credit to Sam Mickey for being able to get that puck, drag it around the defender, and get the shot on goal.
And we want to remind you that Boston's Gourmet Pizza is a proud sponsor of Score on Air Network. Need a fun place to watch your favorite game? Head on down to Boston's Pizza in the Arena District at 191 Nationwide Boulevard, or make a reservation by calling 614-229-4275.
Got that top line on the ice right now, talking about Upper Arlington, and here comes Max Robbins. Chips one over his stick, has it on the forehand, and a good save made by Grant Wolf. Robbins is explosive.
He certainly is, and he always seems to be in the right place at the right time. He's got a good IQ of knowing where he needs to be to get that stick on the puck and make the great opportunity, and he's doing it plenty here today.
Kresak on the faceoff. Loses the draw. Schottmer plays it behind the net. Just got it by the stick of Burns. Another pass that was mishandled at the blue line, but Upper Arlington touches the puck, and that is an offside call. And it's an intentional offside call at that. So that's a bad mistake. Well, no, they're not going to take it all the way down into the other zone. But where the faceoff is placed here, all they had to do was go out and tag up, and they could be right back into St. Charles' end. Just jump the gun a little bit there.
And especially when you've been getting so much pressure on St. Charles, you don't want to give them any sort of opportunity to move closer towards Garrett Alderman with the puck.
St. Charles trying to backhand it toward the net. Sean Moore going in there. Sam Cannon got to it first. He's around to the near side. Carey, chance to keep it in. Missed on that play, and that's going to force the Cardinals to reset in the neutral zone.
Some good work there by Sam Burns to apply some pressure, see if they can make a mistake.
Well, he's dumped in along the end boards. Picked up by Whitty Tavonian. And a loose puck. There's a man between the circles, and they couldn't get it to Burns. Now he's got it, finds a man, and a great save is made by Grant Wolf. He built a wall at the top of the crease, and he robs Joey Holland.
That was just a great play by Grant Wolf, standing on his head. Had everybody staring in front of him and made a lot of great saves, and here it is again. You see them coming down the ice, trying to get some pressure, and like we said, he had everybody in front of him, and just lucky for him, that shot came right in the center of him, and he was able to catch that and corral it.
Puck out to the red line, and Upper Arlington will dump it right back in. Watch this aggressive forecheck. Three men coming in there, putting the pressure on, trying to force a turnover. St. Charles able to skate away from it initially and force Rory Brennan back inside of his own blue line. And then the puck goes off the referee, and they're going to call this offside. And it got the referee, got it pretty good there. That's why it took a minute for him to blow the whistle.
He had to get the air back.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. No kidding. .432 left here in the third period. Time is becoming a factor for St. Charles. Need to find a way to get that goal back. They're down 2-1. Tavonian skates it into the St. Charles end. Forced wide, trying to come off the check all the way around behind the net. Whitty Tavonian, nice job. Burning up some valuable time, maintaining control of the puck. Samuel over there trying to dig it out for St. Charles. Upper Arlington's got it, and that one off a stick goes wide of the net. That shot was taken by Charlie Linzel. Here's another one from the right point. Loose puck, and Wolf couldn't get to it. He had no chance. Luckily for him, it was knocked away from the front of the net, but his defenseman, Tristan Foz, had been pushed right into him. Linzel again, near side. They'll bring this one out toward the blue line.
It was good work by Upper Arlington. They almost just got a little bit too close. Every one of them just kind of got in each other's way a little bit there and didn't have anybody on the backhand to kind of set up a good opportunity to get one past with a down Grant Wolf.
Ryan Lewis gets it out of the zone. Sam Cannon cuts it off inside his own blue line. Max Robbins is out there. Robbins taking the check from Jimenez. Bouncing puck, sent ahead. Batonis, he couldn't play it. Under 3 minutes to go here. Again, this is where you start to get anxious if you're St. Charles. You've got to get one on the board here.
I will say I'm a little bit surprised that it's already down to 2 minutes. We haven't seen a lot of whistles here. It's been a lot of back and forth with no real stoppage here. So St. Charles at some point is going to have to get a little bit more desperate.
They had the puck in the zone, lost control of it. Now as they chip it back in. Yeah, I think that's part of the problem, Travis. They can't possess the puck right now. Upper Arlington has done such a great job. Now they ice the puck, so the faceoff's in their end. But they've done such a great job of the forecheck, and they've kept St. Charles in their own zone, skating around, just trying to get the puck out of the zone. That's what's happened pretty much the last 5 minutes. So it's that defense that we're talking about. Good offense is a good defense in this game, and even though they're not scoring goals, they're attacking. They're attacking those defensemen. Timeout is being called by St. Charles with 2:24 left.
That's a little surprising. I figured they would want to keep going and keep this clock moving, but...
Well, they may have a face-off play that they want to draw up here. They might see something that they might want to do off the face-off. They might want to keep the same guys out there. They might feel that the line that's out there is a little bit winded, or somebody that they might want to put out there needs the extra 30 seconds before they can put it back out. Could be a number of things here. But they're using the timeout right now. I would be surprised if they would pull the goalie with this much time left. If it was a 2-goal game, yes. I'd be surprised if they did it here, because you lose the face-off and all of a sudden it costs you a goal, potentially. So I don't think they're doing that. I think it's just a face-off play they want to draw up and make sure that everybody's on the same page here. For Upper Arlington, you know they can feel it. But a week ago they were here against Solentangy Liberty with a 2-0 lead late, and they gave up 2 goals in the span of about 1:37 seconds, and it was a tie game. So they know, look, what we didn't do last week, we didn't lock it down. We didn't ride out that advantage that we had. We got to do it today. They do pull the goalie. So they feel like it's all on the line right now. They're not able to get out of their own end, so they're going to put 6 attackers on the ice. They win the faceoff. And there's a shot. That gets blocked. Batone's going after it. Now McKinney plays it toward the middle. Upper Arlington with it. They zip it down the ice, and they miss the net. And that's an icing call. So another faceoff is coming.
See Tristan Foss coming back there on the ice. He's been very critical at getting in the right spot to make a great opportunity for St. Charles.
Now they lose the faceoff. Puck comes around to the near wall. Out to the neutral zone. Schottmer, he's got it. His team has to tag up, so he throws it back in. 2 minutes remaining. Empty net down to our right. Puck is kept in the zone, at least for the moment, off the skate of Miles McKinney. Now down the ice it comes. And here comes Robbins. He dives for it, and he hits the post. And now St. Charles, they wanted to get it back up the ice, and they actually moved it too quickly. They had a man trapped.
What a great effort by Robbins. Had just an inch that he almost got the goal.
There goes the puck spinning toward the empty net, and it misses again and results in an icing call.
You get the feeling even the puck's like, no, we're not done here yet. We're going to keep on going. I don't think the puck wants this game to end either.
Here's that play by Max Robbins, all out. And look how close he came to putting that in.
Gotta love the effort. Gotta love the effort by the young man.
And now we're going to have a timeout taken by Upper Arlington. Well, in a sport that rarely uses its timeouts, both teams have used theirs today. 1 minute and 28 seconds remains in regulation. Well, this one has come as advertised today. 2 rivals, 1-goal game, late in the third period. Let's look at another angle on that Max Robbins attempt.
I'm sure he doesn't want to watch that other angle.
If you're wearing a white jersey, that was so close. So again, the teams huddle in front of their respective benches before coming out for an all-important face-off here.
And for St. Charles, they've had a couple of pucks that haven't gone the right way. They've almost got empty net against them, but they've actually done a pretty impressive job, I think, from keeping the pressure on Upper Arlington. They haven't done too much to give Upper Arlington any sort of chance to get that empty netter, but just a couple of things they got to maybe clean up if they want to try to get that other goal.
So here we go. Minute 28 seconds remains. All important face-off right now.
Miles McKinney going for St. Charles.
Puck bouncing around toward the net. Alderman keeps it away from the side of that net. It's up the near side. And now out through the neutral zone. And it's another icing call. And they'll put the face-off in the same circle. McKinney will take it again. Trip to the Final Four is on the line here. Puck is down. Upper Arlington has it. Played off the far wall and all the way back to the St. Charles blue line. Schottmer with a pass up the left wing side. It's carried in. Minute remains in period number 3. 1-goal advantage for Upper Arlington. Schottmer back inside of his own blue line. Again, no goalie for St. Charles, so they've got to be responsible with the puck. Upper Arlington gets it. They send it down the ice. They miss the net, and it's another icing call with 43.5 seconds left.
That was good work, though, by Upper Arlington. For Sam Burns, he was creating good pressure once St. Charles got back in their own zone, creating good pressure, making sure they weren't getting anything easy. And that clock just keeps continuing to roll down to 43 seconds.
Bouncing puck. Upper Arlington's got it. Cannon moves it to the middle of the ice. It's off a stick and out to the red line. Down to 36 seconds left. St. Charles stays on side, but they cough up the puck in the process. Cannon back around to the near wall. Just wants to get it beyond that blue line. So far unable to get that done. You see the battle going on along the boards. 20 seconds left, and the puck is to the side of the net, and it's underneath Alderman. And the faceoff will stay in the left wing circle. "17 seconds left in regulation. Time is short for St. Charles. McKinney send one just wide of the net. Hustle to the far wall. 10 seconds remaining. Upper Arlington just trying to pin it against the boards and ride it out here. Down to 5 seconds. The Golden Bears of Upper Arlington are going to go to the Final Four.
And already you're seeing the excitement. Garrett Alderman is losing his mind, and absolutely rightfully so. What an amazing matchup between two incredible teams. Went down to the wire. This is a game you expect out of 1 and 2 teams. They played a heck of a game.
The Upper Arlington Golden Bears, they have made it to the OHSAA semifinal game. It'll be played next weekend in this very rink on their home ice. And they ground it out today. 1 goal in the first period, 1 goal in the second period, 1 waved off in the second period as well. And they're able to hold on and get the victory.
There you see the team, St. Charles, unfortunately, that has to go home after this, but give them a lot of credit. They played an incredible game. Grant Wolf right there played stellar. Only had 2 goals go against him, but they played an amazing game. Made a lot of great saves, a lot of great shot opportunities, but the Upper Arlington Bears, they had a lot in the tank, and they showed it.
Garrett Alderman with a big hug for a coach there on the ice. He was a big part of this game. St. Charles had some really good opportunities, especially just starting the third period of this game as the teams line up for the medals. For St. Charles, their season comes to an end today. 4th meeting of the year with Upper Arlington. They fall for the 3rd time to their rivals. So they will recognizing the players of St. Charles here before they get to the Upper Arlington Golden Bears. And that's why the teams are on the line, and it's Travis, it is such a terrible feeling to be the team standing out there that lost the game. You want to get back to the room, you want to get your gear off, you just want to commiserate with your buddies and your family, but you got to wait for the ceremonies to be over here.
Yep.
But again, good season for St. Charles, a good game by St. Charles. Just the difference was Upper Arlington was able to grind it out today. Not much beyond that, to be quite honest with you.
No, both these teams played pretty equal.
Thought where a change was, there was that stretch, we talked about it, about 5 minutes in the third period where Upper Arlington kept the puck inside of the St. Charles zone. They weren't turning it into scoring chances, but they were just working the boards, keeping the puck down low, keeping St. Charles from being able to rush out of their own end, being able to prevent them from creating offense. When you're down by a goal, and 5 minutes is taken off the clock like that in a high school game, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of minutes. And then it just ratchets up that pressure on you. You feel like you have to get something done immediately. So next week it's going to be a rematch for Upper Arlington with St. Ed's. And they played them earlier in the year. They went to a 3-on-3 overtime. Upper Arlington won in that 3-on-3 overtime. Now, I understand that the state semis is a much bigger game. It's a much different game. But if you're Upper Arlington, Travis, you go into that game knowing we beat these guys once this year. As good as they are, as much as they went through that West Brooklyn bracket and pretty much had their way with everybody that they played, they have confidence that they beat them once this year, and they think they can do it again.
And we're just getting now to the end of the accolades for St. Charles and acknowledging the players.
So the roar from the Golden Bears end of the rink as they will acknowledge all these players. Now, in a non-COVID year, there would be medals to distribute. They would come over and they would get their medal, and everybody would be recognized more individually than it is like this. But just keeping everybody on the ice, introducing one by one in alphabetical order, and recognizing both teams here. Again, great tradition and great sportsmanship. After these two teams just put it out there for 45 minutes worth of hockey and ground out a one-goal game. And this is the kind of game that you like to have in a championship, Travis. I mean, Sure, you can win 5-0. You feel great, but that's not a good championship game. This one was.
Yeah.
I mean, at any point it could have turned. It could have gone the other way. And, both teams had opportunities. There were great saves in this game. There were a couple of good penalty kills by St. Charles. If they hadn't killed a couple of penalties, it would have been a more lopsided game. But this was just a good, fun game to watch where you saw two teams that know each other so well. They came out there and they played to the best of their abilities, and it's unfortunate one of them has to lose.
Yeah, both these teams, I mean, the last two matchups that these teams have had has been very down to the wire, entertaining, just good hockey fun. It's been a lot of fun to watch. It's been a lot of fun to call. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Both these teams deserve to be here, and they showed it today.
Well, for Garrett Alderman, it's a big win for him. He and his teammates will continue and move on. And Alderman was good today. We said it was going to be which goalie was better. I don't think Grant Wolf was bad today at all. I thought he was really good. That sharp angled goal that Max Robbins scored that made it a 2-1 game, that's the difference. And again, that's what happens when you crash a net. When you put a lot of bodies down around the goaltender. Grant Wolf had to move hard to his right to make one save. He couldn't get back to his left to make the other save. And, both those goalies were good today. So they finish recognizing, I should say, the Upper Arlington Golden Bears. So next Saturday, Upper Arlington, as I said earlier, they are going to be right here, and they are going to take on St. Ed's. And that's going to be a great game to watch. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be very interesting to see how that whole thing plays out, and if they can knock off St. Ed's for a second time this year.
And there you see it one last time. The Columbus District champions, the Upper Arlington Golden Bears.
And now the players will talk to one another here before going off the ice. And it's one thing you have to remember, Travis, that these players that are going up against each other here today, many of these guys played together as teammates all around Columbus, probably started in house hockey. Many of them went and played travel hockey together. Once you get to high school, it blows out in a whole bunch of different directions. But what you're seeing right here is genuine because there are plenty of friends down there. It doesn't matter what color uniform you're wearing. They're still friends now that this game is over. And I'm sure that the St. Charles players wish nothing but the best of luck to Upper Arlington in representing Columbus in the state semifinal next week. Once again, there are your district champions, the Upper Arlington Golden Bears. We'll be back with more here on the Score on Air Network.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
teamwork,
How to work hard.
How to work hard. Discipline.
hustle,
Sacrifice.
How to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play.
And along the way, I'm learning
To put the team before myself.
to put the team before myself.
How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning
to set a good example,
How to work hard.
to accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community.
I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
The year was 1907. The Cubs won the World Series and the Ford Model R hit the assembly line. While here in Ohio, school administrators came together to form the Ohio High School Athletic Association. One thing that hasn't changed since 1907 is the dedication of the OHSAA to education-based athletics in Ohio. School sports teach responsibility, sportsmanship, and life lessons that stay with students long after their playing days are over. The OHSAA seeks to prepare students not for the next level of sport, but for the next level of life.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Design ideas for t-shirts when you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but...
It doesn't happen here.
Not in denial.
No.
Our kids are way too busy. My son has good friends.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be up to 50% less likely to use them.
Can you see yourself working on TV, radio, or social media? As media professionals, we make our voice heard. Call the Ohio Media School and be a part of something bigger than you and me. You'll train and get the skills you need to work in TV, radio, social media, film, and much more.
I graduated and now am working as a director of marketing at a local radio station. My future is set.
Call the Ohio Media School now and be a part of something bigger. 614-723-9675. 614-723-9675.
Well, yeah, there's some old prescription pills, but my son's a good kid. He's not going to look for them.
2/3 of teens who abuse opioids get them from friends and family. Don't live in denial, Ohio. Dispose of your leftover pills.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but I mean, it's not like he's going to know either. So.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be 50% less likely to use them.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but I mean, it's not like he's going to know either. So.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be 50% less likely to use them.
Back here at the Ohio Health Ice House, where Upper Arlington is the district champs, and they are going to the state Final Four with a 2-1 win over St. Charles here today. And Travis, you have any final thoughts on this one?
My only thought really is that top line was incredible for Upper Arlington. I think that's going to be very key for them moving forward. If that top line is firing on all cylinders, Upper Arlington has a good chance to win any games they have in the future.
All right. Oh, we should also get to our 3 stars of the game for today. And our 3 stars, the number 3 star is Grant Wolf, the goaltender for St. Charles. I thought he was terrific today. He gave up the 2 goals, but there were some really good chances that he kept out of the net. The number 2 star today is Sam Burns, who got that first goal, and Max Robbins, who had the game-winning goal and an assist to go along with it. He is the number 1 star of the game here today. So we'll be right back here next weekend. That's where the state semifinal is going to be, on this ice surface next week. And you're going to have 2 semifinal games. And the first one is going to be Toledo St. Francis taking on Walsh Jesuit. And then Upper Arlington will face St. Edwards. Those are the 4 teams that are going to play. And then next Sunday at noon, the winners of those games are going to compete for a state title. So it's going to be really exciting. The Ice House, it's a great venue in a COVID world when you can't use the main ice at Nationwide Arena, which I know that these players enjoy so much to play in the big arena where the Blue Jackets play. You can't do it, but you get to do it on their practice ice here at the Ice House. It's a great venue. One thing I liked about it today, Travis, was that the excitement. When you get in the big arena, it can get lost in there a little bit. But in here, all that energy is right down on top of the players.
Yeah, and thankfully we were still allowed to have fans here, a lot of family members here. So the excitement was in the air still. You could feel it, and that was an awesome thing to see.
Well, as they get the edger out to edge the ice around the boards, that's an indicator it's time for us to go. That's when we say we've had enough. As soon as they start to edge the ice, that we've had enough.
Yep.
And that's okay, because we have some guys to take over for us. So that's going to do it. For me, Bob McElligott, alongside of Travis Napper, thanks for being with us today for the call of the game. And now, with more coverage, we're going to send it back over to Seth Donahoe and Julian Jackson.
Thank you, Travis and Bob. Seth Donahoe alongside Julian Jackson here. And Julian, I must say your prediction was right. Upper Arlington was able to come out on top by a final of 2-1. And like you had said, all they had to do was just keep doing what they've been doing all year, and we've seen that today really pay off.
Well, and it's so common when you end up seeing a team the way that you've seen them 4 times now, once in the CBJ Cup final and then today, 2 times during the regular season. St. Charles was able to pick up the first win, and then from there, it was all Upper Arlington. So once you find something that works, you don't go away from it, and as the players to watch were, they came out and they were an impact in this game. Max Robbins, he's been doing it all year long. He's their leading points getter. On top of that, you had Sam Burns come out and be able to make an impact as well. That assist coming from Max Robbins. So all things considered, it was an incredible matchup. The feeling in the building was electric. The Ice House will not forget this game, and neither will the Golden Bears.
Yeah, so as I had said, Golden Bears have defeated the St. Charles Cardinals by a score of 2-1, and they will advance to play in the Final Four next Friday against St. Edwards. Upper Arlington and St. Edwards have previously matched up earlier this year on December 20th, where St. Edwards was able to walk out of there with a victory over Upper Arlington 3-1. So we know that this is a different Upper Arlington team than what we have seen earlier in the year. And as we have seen here in just the district tournament alone, having the addition of Sam Burns has helped the Golden Bears tremendously. what are some things that you would be looking out for if Upper Arlington wants to be successful against a powerful St. Edward's team?
If UA truly wants to be successful, one thing they're going to have to do is tighten up quite a bit, and they're going to have to be able to use their defense to keep guys out of the way of Garrett Olderman. Garrett Olderman, first-team All-State goalie in the previous year, they're going to have to come back with the same vigor and intensity as they did. They're going to have to kick it up a notch, because what they've done here today is great. You're beating a rival that you've seen so many times. This only the district title. Moving on to play against St. Ed's, who some say is the best team in the state, they're going to have to rev it up. Now, one of the things to be recognized, do they have Sam Burns now? Of course they do, but they still have Max Robbins. St. Ed's only allowed 1 goal throughout the entire district in their tournament to this point. So, if you take that into account, Upper Arlington's only allowed 3 goals now. But who's scoring more goals? You look at the history, time will be able to tell you that Golden Bears have been able to travel around to tournaments throughout the season, and that's what's going to help them, but I wouldn't say they have the edge in this game. They definitely have their work cut out for them, as St. Ed's is a perennial powerhouse.
Yeah, so as I had said, they will be playing next Saturday. I believe the puck drop is at 3 p.m., and that should just wrap it up here. As we had seen, this was an incredible performance by both Upper Arlington and St. Charles, and congratulations to St. Charles on a terrific year. They just weren't able to put one more game together today, as Upper Arlington has moved on to the Final Four. I'm Seth Donahoe alongside Julian Jackson. This is the OHSAA District Finals Tournament. We'll see you next week here on the Score on Air Network.